All right, we are back for another episode of Buffalo by the Slice. Today, we are going right here. And, of course, with my beautiful wife, Chelsea.
Hi.
Boop. So, we are at Blaze Pizza in Amherst, New York. Let's go check it out. Hey, Chelsea. Chelsea, look where we're at. We got Crumbl right there.
Crumbl.
For those who don't know, we do love Crumbl cookie. It's a bad little indulgence that we like, but I don't know. I think we're gonna have to go there. This is kind of a nice little seating area. That's really cool. So while we're waiting for the slice, let's highlight one of the cool staples in Buffalo, the Erie Basin Marina, where you've got a great little place to take your boat out or park your boat right here. And there's a great little way that you can walk, you can bike, you can have fun. There's a lookout tower that you can see the whole city, and it's literally downtown. And one of the cool things is, if you get here nice and bright in the early morning, being a Sunday, usually it's not too bad. There's not too many people here, so if you want to enjoy and relax, you can. But some of the cool things that you have is, there is a restaurant, actually two that are right over there. You could picnic and enjoy. The lake is right over there, and you got your boats over here. But the big thing is, don't come down here during the winter, because you'll freeze your ass off. Now, this isn't the only marina or boat harbor in Buffalo, but it's definitely a really nice one. And when you get to the end of the marina, you have a beautiful observation deck that you can go and check out the entire city with. Right up there. Let's go. It is a beautiful area to come to, and it's just nice, it's relaxing, enjoyable, and you can really have a good time here. A couple of hours. There's a lot of boat rides that you can get onto, like the Miss Buffalo, the Catamaran, the Moon Dance, and a few others on top of it. So it's really cool, and it's right near Canal Side, which we're going to highlight in another video. Now, let's get back to the pizza. Blaze Pizza! So, you know where we gotta go right now, right?
Yeah.
We gotta go do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We're going to Crumbl. We gotta get some cookies.
Yes.
Right now on Buffalo by the Cookie. Fun story about Crumbl. One time I was with the kids and we came, and I like having fun when it comes to putting names on the board and see. So I'm a father, I'm dad, and I wanted some sugar for the kids, so I put in Sugar Daddy. I was pretty upset and offended that they didn't say Sugar Daddy when my order was ready. Come on, Crumbl, get your stuff together. You could call me Sugar Daddy. I'm a father and I wanted some sugar. It was a term of endearment. Please don't offend me. Of course we're gonna tailgate. All right, so we got some Blaze Pizza, which is kind of unique because you can't get slices.
No.
But they have a lot of cool options. So they have the cauliflower crust. They had gluten-free crust. They had another crust, but I don't remember what it was. So there's definitely alternatives. So if you can't eat pizza because of the dough or whatever, you can get the other options like gluten-free or that. And then they had some different cheese options like feta and all that. We just got a nice basic cheese and pepperoni. Again, Buffalo by the slice. The other thing is, this is all going to be fresh made. So if you go to the Blaze, it's all going to be fresh. They're literally made to order, and it was pretty fast. I mean, we ordered and we paid, and in a couple of minutes we had the pizza.
I probably said it was within like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. So now this is a national chain. There are multiple places around. So it's not just Buffalo, but there's other places that are gonna have Blaze pizzas. All right, so of course, we're gonna rate the pizza. We got an appearance, crust, sauce, cheese, pepperoni, which is our topping today, and the overall. So let's start off. What'd you think about the appearance of the pizza?
This one was great. I actually like this one. I'd probably say a 4.
Okay.
Because it was fresh out of the oven, it was sticky, it was gooey, it was awesome. It had a good pizza appearance, overall it was good.
Well, being that it's unique that you are ordering fresh to go or whatever it might be, like a pickup or something. Yeah. So you're never gonna have one of those that are sitting around waiting for, half hour, maybe longer.
Right.
So it's good there. So you're always gonna have a fresh slice. So a fresh slice of pizza is always going to look a lot better than something else. But the nice thing is too, it's made to order. So like you can get the extra toppings, you can get the seasonings and all that. So I'm actually going to give it a 4.2. Now, what do you think about the crust?
I would say a 3.5.
Okay.
And I'm only saying that because it was good, but it wasn't that satisfaction that I'm looking for.
Yeah, it was thinner.
Yes,
being that
thinner.
It's a national chain. Being that there's multiple, that they're not from around this area or specific to the area, that is going to bring their own recipe. So again, Buffalo style pizza is a mix between New York flat, big slice pizza and a Chicago deep dish. You kind of mash it together. It's perfect. You're 6 hours from New York, 8 hours from Chicago by driving, hour less to get there by flight. So it's right in the middle. So it's like, yeah, you get that crust. So I thought the crust was pretty good. Overall, yeah, I like it a little bit thicker. That's me personally. That's probably the Buffalo in us.
Probably.
We
have high expectations.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the crust. The taste of the crust was good. Yeah. The thickness of the crust was failing, and that's where I think a thicker crust would be much better. Yep. I'm going to give that 2.9. What do you think of the sauce?
I personally did not like the sauce. I felt it was watery. It had like a wateriness to it, I felt, and I don't like a lot of sauce to begin with, so it was too watery for me. Very bland tasting. So I would probably give it like a 2.0.
Yeah, the sauce, it had a unique characteristic when you were eating it. You could taste, I don't know, I mean, we did get salt on it on top, so maybe that's what was mixing in with it, but it felt like it was not, it almost felt gritty, but like in a tomato-ish taste. It wasn't overbearing, it wasn't bad, it was just a unique aspect. So I don't know if that was the salt that was added with it or if that was, part of the sauce. It wasn't bad, at least from what I thought. So I'm gonna give the sauce a 3.2. All right, and then cheese. What do you think about the cheese?
I like the cheese. It was very cheesy and good, so I'd probably give it like a 4.
Yeah, cheese, I always say, and I'll probably say it every episode, cheese can make or break a pizza, in my opinion. You gotta have a good cheese in order for the pizza to be good. Now, the cheese was good. It was a good mozzarella, real good, so that's good. I would have liked a little bit more on mine, but beggars can't be choosers. If you want double cheese, you got to ask for double cheese. If they're just going to throw single on, that's their single. So I can't fault them there. The cheese overall I thought was pretty good, and it was cooked real well, and it just had that nice gooiness. So I'm actually going to give it a 4.1. All right, and then the pepperoni. What did you think about the pepperoni?
I like the pepperoni. It had a little kick, but not like too much. Like it had a little bit of something in it. But I like the texture of it overall. So I'd probably give it like a 4.5.
Okay. For me, the pepperoni looked like it was a generic pepperoni. It wasn't something where you go to, a mom and pop pizzeria. It looks like it was one of those that was, meant for a pizzeria. If you go to Blaze here and you go to the Blaze in Florida, it's going to be the exact same. So it wasn't unique there. It was just a generic pepperoni, in my opinion. Thickness was good. It was a wider pepperoni. I kind of like the smaller pepperoni though, when it comes to the pizzerias, because it folds up, it crisps up real nice. So I think I'm going to rate the pepperoni, it's going to get a 2.7. And then overall, what was your thoughts on the overall taste of the pizza, the overall look and everything?
I definitely liked it. I thought it was pretty decent. Again, I like that it was fresh. Anything fresh is good that comes right out of the oven. So overall, probably I'd have to say a 4.0.
Okay. Overall, all the pizzas are made fresh, so they got a point there. It's not sitting in a hot lamp or anything like that, where we've had hot lamp pizzas, and it can kind of get a little bad after a little bit. But being fresh, having those extra options and stuff, the extra seasonings that you can choose to have on and all that, kind of being made right there, fresh, ready to go. It was good, and everything kind of worked together well. And you can really make it your own pizza if you want. So I thought that was real good. Overall, for my palate, I like thicker crust. I do. That's going to get a little docked there because of that. And the cheese was good. The sauce was decent. Pepperoni was all right. But overall, I'm going to give it 3.6. And that's Blaze Pizza. All right, so that was Blaze Pizza. Make sure you're following for more from Buffalo by the Slice, so we can find who's got the best slice in town. We'll see you next time. Yeah, right there?
We should grab napkins.